What up, YouTube Elleix, coming back at you with another StarCraft 2 cast. Now, we've got an interesting one today. It's going to be a modded StarCraft 2 race versus a vanilla StarCraft 2 race, so it should be a fun one to watch. Spawning on the top left-hand side of the map, playing our red Chiron race from the Custom Scion Races mod. It is yskea. And spawning on the bottom right-hand side of the map, playing our pink Terran race, it's going to be Asur. Now, I don't know for sure what leagues these guys are in. I stole this replay from the Custom Scion Races Discord, so it's going to be a guessing game as to what leagues these players are in, but most of my Custom Scion Races casts have been featuring the Genetron race, so featuring another race is something that is overdue for me. And what is this? What is this SCV doing? Asur throwing down the cheeky bunker right in the natural base of yskea, our red Chiron player. Is yskea gonna spot this? I feel like this is in range of the vision for the Citadel, and it is. yskea is able to spot this. Chases away this SCV. Will this SCV get away? I don't think it will. It actually does go down, and yskea forcing the cancel on that bunker right there. This Volt is the hero of the Chiron so far in this game. Great play by yskea, actually. Able to shut down that cheese right in its tracks. Let's see how Asur is responding to this. He is throwing down a factory. It also looks like he already has what is going to be a Reaper flying to the other side of the map, kind of flying. Reapers don't necessarily fly explicitly, but they are able to jump really high up. They do have that jetpack, but it's like, it doesn't actually let them fly, so he's kind of floating. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's see what this Reaper can get done. Dang, these Volts are actually really good, able to chase away that Reaper, almost getting the kill on it. This Citadel is finished up. Is Asur expanding? And yes, he is. I was going to say, is he going to one base all in? A Chiron that was able to shut down his cheese, and no, he is not. He is not going for the one base all in, but this doesn't necessarily rule out a two base all in. I kind of feel like we might see a two base all in, which I'm kind of stoked about. Every single game of the Custom Scion Races mod that I've cast has been a macro game, which is great. But I want to see what cheese looks like in the Custom Scion Races mod. Now, we are seeing potential cheese from the Terran and not the Chiron, but you know what? It still counts. We're still watching a Custom Scion Races mod game, and we may be seeing some cheese, although the cheese was shut down, and we don't know for sure. We don't know for sure if the Terran's going for the cheese, but maybe. I have high hopes. Oh, we have one Volt going down. The second Volt actually going down as well. 2 Reapers against the Volts is clearly the magic number. We do have the Subjector, though. This is a much tankier unit. Will be able to shut down those Reapers, but it's quite slow. So if the Reapers decide to go for a fly-in to the main base of the Chiron, he actually may get some damage right here. And is that what we're going to see? No, decides against it. We do have 2 Volts on the cliff right here, able to spot these Reapers. But I feel like the Reapers are fast enough that they may be able to fly in, but at the same time, they might go down. Honestly, I think they would probably go down against 2 Volts right on the cliff, but maybe not. We do have the Reapers trying to do some damage here, actually able to take out one of the Volts, and running away from that Subjector will ultimately get away. No kidding. I thought that thing was going down, so I want to say these guys are in high diamond or masters. I want to say they're at the very least mid-master or high diamond based on the micro that I'm seeing. Let me know down in the comments below if you agree or disagree, but based on this micro I'm seeing from the Reapers, I want to say we're watching a master level game. The only red flag I'm seeing about that is both players are still on 2 bases. What is happening here? Okay, wait, no, oh, okay. What am I saying? We have what is going to be an Aurora. The Aurora is a really good harassment unit. I'm pretty sure at 1 or 2 shots workers. So how many kills does this Aurora have? It has 6 kills. Taking a look at the workers killed right here. 5 workers killed by our red Chiron player. So a decent amount of harassment from that Aurora. The Aurora does come from the conduit, I believe. Oh, sorry, not the conduit, the outlet. This is a flying structure that allows you to warp in flying units. And one really interesting thing about the Chiron, if you guys are not familiar with the Chiron, is they play sort of like an in-between of Zerg and Protoss. they can warp in units, but the only place that they can warp in units is around their main mining structure, and there's about a pylon's worth of distance that they can actually warp in units. So it's a really interesting mechanic, and each building that produces army units has a charge on it. As we can see, we see this loading bar right here. That is loading a charge for a unit that you can later warp in from this structure around your citadel. So really interesting mechanic there. That is a part of the Chiron macro. Now, what are we seeing right here? Dang, these Auroras. I have to build more Auroras in my custom Scion Races mod games. I have not built many Auroras, but their DPS against light units is actually kind of insane. We do have 2 tanks right here in a great position to shut down any of the ground army for the Chiron, and we have the Viking here as well, chasing away the rest of this Chiron army. What do we have here? We still have these 2 Reapers. They're still alive, bro. Oh my god. We also have what is going to be a missile turret being thrown down in the wall of the Terran player. So I want to say that these guys are still in a high diamond or middle masters. Asur or yskea, if you see this replay, please let me know down in the comments what rank you guys are in, and let me know if I'm wrong. I love rank roulette from Hearthstone. I love guessing the leagues of players, so I'm really curious. I'm really curious to see what leagues you guys are actually in. We have a pretty good ball of Chiron units. We also have what is going to be a flyby of Auroras flying towards the other side of the map, probably seeing what kind of harassment they can get done. The only thing I would do in this kind of situation is fly around to the back of the mineral lines, because because of exactly this. You run the risk of losing one of your units to a ball of units from your opponent. This Aurora watching its friend getting blown out of the sky, flying back home like, yeah, we're not gonna deal with that actually. And actually no, juking towards the right side of the map, so maybe yskea is still going to try and do some harassment right here, or what we actually may be seeing is another push for the Chiron army. So this Aurora just waiting for its family to come on down and do some damage to the Terran player. This siege tank doing a great job, though, at holding off this push, actually getting 8 kills. This is a really good position for this tank. Not only does it get this top side right here, but it also gets this ramp on the left side as well. So, Asur, great placement on that tank, man. Great defense by our Terran player. We do have this Myriad, though. I really want to see what those units are called that come out of it. That thing, it's basically a walking carrier, and I'd love to see what units come out of that, man. I haven't played Chiron in a few weeks, I want to say. I've been playing so much Genetron because I've been playing the campaign for the Custom Scion Races mod that I actually have not played Chiron for quite some time. yskea asking for a pause. Now they are going. Luckily for us, we don't have to wait for that pause because we're watching a replay. So we moved forward in time. That pause is now gone, and we are back in this game. We have the Oculus being built by the converter right here. I can't remember exactly what the Oculus does. I think this is an anti-ground static defense, if I'm not mistaken, but maybe not. Maybe I'm actually wrong about that. Anyway, this Viking getting caught alone out in the middle of the map. We do have a pretty good defense right here for our pink Terran player, though, and a pretty decent bio ball as well. Now, the one thing about the Chiron is they do not have a Colossus or Storms to deal with the bio ball, but they do have the Titan, which is a very strong anti-ground unit. This is one of my favorite units, and its animation is actually sick, and it shoots a constant laser beam, so I guess it may as well be a Colossus, if we're being honest. And the Chiron, it seems like they're rolling over this Terran bio ball, but the Terran running back to the support of those siege tanks will be able to push that Chiron army back home. And taking a look at these expansions right here, we see what is going to be a 5th base coming down, actually a 4th and 5th base coming down for our red Chiron player, while Terran's still stuck on 3 bases. We do have a command center being built, though. I expect this thing is going to fly down to this bottom left-hand side of the map. We'll see about that, though. We have another engagement right here, forcing the cancel on that missile turret, but also at the same time giving away their position here. And here we go. We have the Electrons, not Electrions, that are flying out from the myriads. And here we go, we have another big engagement. This tank is almost dead, though. I would try to repair this if I were Asur, but no. The tank does go down, and now we have what I think is an engagement that is coming out ahead for the Chiron, if I am not mistaken. And here we go. Asur leaving the game, giving the victory to yskea. It was just too much ground army for that pink Terran to handle. These Titans are just so good. And man, very fun. Custom Scion Races modcast. Half of a Custom Scion Races modcast. If you guys enjoyed what you saw, please consider shooting me a like and subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want me to cast any of your own games, please send them over to my email or my Discord, both of which will be in the description below. And I'll see you guys on the next one.